Hey everyone, welcome back to Ashok Review. Tonight, I watched Casper on the big screen for its 30th anniversary, and honestly, it was such a magical throwback. It's rare these days to find a movie that still feels this warm and full of heart after so many years. Casper takes you right back to the golden age of 90s family films, when movies had that soft glow, practical sets full of personality, and just the right amount of early CGI magic. There's something about those slightly imperfect effects, that grainy film texture, and the mix of fantasy and innocence that makes this film feel timeless. It doesn't try too hard, it simply invites you to enjoy its world, its humor, and its heart. What I love most is how Casper balances so many emotions at once. It's funny, touching, a little spooky, and surprisingly deep. Beneath all the jokes and ghostly chaos, it's a story about loneliness, belonging, and what it means to let go. Casper isn't your typical scary ghost. He's kind, gentle, and full of longing. He just wants a friend, and that's what makes him unforgettable. Even now, decades later, his story still touches something inside us, that part of us that remembers what it felt like to be a kid, a little lost, but full of dreams. Bill Pullman gives such an underrated performance. Warm, a bit goofy, but heartfelt. He plays a man who literally talks to spirits, yet he's the one haunted by his own pain and loss. Christina Ricci, as Kat, perfectly captures that 90s teen energy. Smart, brave, and just a little sarcastic. She's like the bridge between the world of the living and the world of ghosts. Strong, but full of empathy. Together, their chemistry makes the story feel real and grounded, even in such a wild fantasy setting. And let's talk about the fun stuff, those cameos. Dan Aykroyd popping up in full Ghostbusters gear, Clint Eastwood's unexpected face in the mirror, Rodney Dangerfield, Mel Gibson. It's insane how many familiar faces appear for just a few seconds. It's like Hollywood's way of saying, we're all having fun here. These moments make the movie even more entertaining, especially for fans of 80s and 90s pop culture. The music by James Horner is another masterpiece. His score adds so much heart and emotion. It lifts the movie and makes simple moments feel magical. The melody during the final dance scene, absolutely unforgettable. It's that perfect blend of sweetness and melancholy that defined so many family movies of the time. And even though some of the CGI might look old-fashioned now, I honestly think it gives the film more charm. There's this nostalgic comfort in watching handcrafted effects and practical filmmaking that today's ultra-clean CGI just can't recreate. What really stands out about Casper is how sincere it is. It doesn't hide behind irony or sarcasm like so many modern movies. It's goofy, yes, but it's also full of heart. It believes in its story, and it lets you believe too. The scene at the Halloween dance, when Casper asks, "Can I keep you?" still gives chills, not because it's scary, but because it's pure and honest. It's one of those moments that stays in your memory for years. Watching it again reminded me why movies from that era felt so different. They were brave enough to mix comedy with emotion, ghosts with grief, and make you laugh one minute and tear up the next. Casper might not be a flawless movie, but it's one of those films that stays with you. It's a cozy, heartwarming, slightly spooky comfort watch, perfect for Halloween or any quiet night when you just want to feel that old-school movie magic again. So, if you're looking for something that captures that nostalgic 90s feeling, soft lights, ghostly laughter, and a story about finding friendship in the unlikeliest places, Casper is the one to revisit. It's funny, emotional, and full of life, even though it's about ghosts. And that's exactly what makes it special. This re-release is more than just a trip down memory lane. It's a reminder of how filmmaking used to be, full of creativity, sincerity, and heart. Watching it on the big screen again, surrounded by that slightly old popcorn smell, dim theater lights, and the echoes of laughter from the audience, it truly felt like stepping back into childhood. Casper might be 30 years old, but it's still got its ghostly sparkle. Thanks for watching Ashok Review, and if you haven't seen Casper in a while, do yourself a favor, grab some popcorn, turn off the lights, and let this friendly ghost bring a little magic back to your night.